Hi everyone, my name is Donna Melanson, Azul Yoga, and today we're going to be cooking a vegan pizza. The ingredients we're going to be using today are 1 cup of warm water, 1 packet of fast-acting yeast, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, half teaspoon of garlic powder, mozzarella cheese, a half cup of marinara sauce, and some fresh basil. All right, so we're going to begin by preheating the oven to 500 degrees, 1 cup of warm water, a half a teaspoon of sugar, and some yeast. We're going to mix this all together. We're going to let it sit for 7 to 10 minutes. So now we're going to add the ingredients, the dry ingredients, the flour, the garlic powder, spilt it, cooking with Donna, salt, and sugar. We're going to whisk it together, mixing the ingredients up. So next, we're going to add the yeast, the olive oil. So right now I'm just cutting in the flour. Okay, so the whisk is starting to get clogged up, so we need to use our hands. So I hope your hands are clean. So just start digging in, forming the ball of the pizza crust. So once you've kneaded your dough together, so you've formed your little ball of your pizza dough, set it back in the bowl. We're gonna cover it up and we're gonna let it sit for a few minutes. So while we wait for the dough to rise, we're gonna move into my favorite part, harvesting the fresh basil for my aquaponics system. There's nothing better than fresh herbs from your own garden. Just love the smell of fresh basil. So we're gonna cut it up and get it ready so that we can use it. The next step is to prepare your surface. So I'm gonna add a little bit of flour. I'm gonna spread it around. So this recipe calls for 2 10-inch pizzas. I am going to make just 1 big, large pizza. You can adapt it as you want. You can use a little, you can make a little. If you were cutting it off into 2 10-inch pizzas, you would cut your dough in half. I am going to just break off a little tiny piece because I'm going to try to use all of this. So we're going to start by spreading the dough out, and maybe if I need to use that, I'll add it back in, but if not, we're just going to keep going like this. I have a little roller here that I'm going to put some flour on that, so if you like a really clean kitchen, you're going to have to let it go. So it looks like I probably could have used all of it, and maybe I will add a little more to it. So depending on how thick or thin you want your crust to be, really you can make your pizza like everything you do. You can be creative, make it fun. It can be like art. So when you get your desired thickness of your crust, you're gonna pour your marinara sauce on. Using as much or as little as you want. It looks like you get to decide what you put in it. You get to decide how you want to make it. Next, a little basil underneath the cheese. I like putting the basil underneath because I like it to stay nice and moist. But that's up to you. That's a personal preference, a personal taste. And I'm adding some vegan cheese here. So it's time for us to put the pizza in the oven. We're going to cook it for 10 to 15 minutes. But remember, the oven is set at 500 degrees, so pay attention to it because it is going to cook fast. So while we're waiting for the pizza to cook, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about myself. Again, my name is Donna Melanson, Azul Yoga. As you can tell, I'm not a professional cook. Hopefully the pizza will turn out good. We shall see. What I do normally is I do a daily live broadcast on the beach every day at sunrise to inspire you to live a happier, healthier life. So what you do in every area of your life matters. That's why we practice a little yoga meditation on the beach to inspire peace. That's why we do a little physical practice for a healthy body. And that includes eating fresh, healthy food. So I hope you enjoy what we're doing here. Let's check it out. I think it looks good. It looks good. Can't wait to eat it. Oh, I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. I think I'm gonna add a few, since you know how much I love fresh basil. I'm gonna add a little bit more on. Ready to get my slice. So it's time to try our pizza. May not look the prettiest. Hopefully it'll taste good. Let's see. Well, it does. I highly recommend. Thanks for tuning in for this edition of Grow and Cook. Again, my name is Donna Melanson, Azul Yoga. I hope you enjoyed your time spent with me. I enjoyed doing this with you. So see you next time.